Hello and welcome into GroomersTake on today, April 20th. I want to start off this episode by just simply stating, welcome back to Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin. A lot of people on the fence because, another 3 years, a 3 year extension. Means another 3 years and no Super Bowls, ha ha ha. Another 3 years of 500 football, or another 3 years of one playoff game and done. Well, how about 13 years of 500 or better football? There's very few coaches you can say have had a run like that. And then you have people talking about, oh, well, the one Super Bowl he won was really Bill Cowher's team that he put together and yada, yada. 13 years in the NFL of 500 or better football is very, very good for an NFL coach. Some decisions have been made in the playoffs, yada, yada, why you're running the ball when you know you're going for it on 4 downs anyway. I don't care about that. The guy's a good coach. He puts you in positions to win games. It's not the coach's fault that a team can't step up in the playoffs. Either way, 3 years, you got probably one, right? Realistically, 1 year left with a relevant Big Ben Roethlisberger. And then I'm kind of interested to see what the next 2 years are going to bring after that, because you're not going to have a quarterback unless you go out and you trade for one or you sign for one that's already in the NFL who can do the job, or you find one in the draft. But Mason Rudolph ain't it. That's not happening. And let's look at other coaches around the league. First off, Pete Carroll still has a job. He's won one Super Bowl, I believe, in Seattle. He's the guy that decided to throw the ball so Russell Wilson can look better, rather than giving the ball to the best running back in the league at that time in the name of beast mode, Marshawn Lynch. He still has a job. What's his bucket up in Green Bay last year? Decides to kick a field goal instead of giving it to the best quarterback in the last decade, arguably. Easily the best quarterback of last year. That guy still has a job right now. I just calm down. Well, you can easily tell me to calm down right now, but I read these things on the internet and, it's a cesspool. But this isn't a bad move. This is a very easy decision. Who the heck are you going to bring in right now? What coach are you going to bring in that can say, I can turn this team around? They don't need turning around. They have one of the youngest defenses in the league. They're starting to get better on offense. Still don't have a running back, but this is about Mike Tomlin coming back, people. And I'm excited for it because I like him. 13 seasons of not losing football. Just take it. It's a win. Getting fired up already. Next. All right, I want to do a 3-pack of NHL news. Right, we have to start with Patrick Marleau. 1,768 NHL games played, passing Gordie Howe for the all-time record. That is a lot of hockey. It was really cool to see, the fans not being there to really soak it in or create a better atmosphere for it. You miss that, but Vegas standing O for them. Class act shaking his hand. Minnesota did the same thing when he tied Gordie Howe's record, but this is a really cool thing. I posted something on Instagram, which is Marleau's reaction to it when he was asked why, and he just said it's an unreal feeling or whatever he said, and he got emotional, and it's hard not to get emotional with stuff like that in sports, because when you love it so much, you feel it, even when you're not even part of it. But it was a pretty cool thing to do. From 1997 to 2021, Patrick Marleau has been in the NHL. Hats off to you, man. It was really cool, and we're not going to see Patrick Marleau ever raise a Stanley Cup, but I'm sure he's going to walk away and be very happy about this one. All right, moving on. More NHL news. Tough note for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Zach Hyman with the knee on knee the other day. That sucks. 2-game suspension for Edler. Sure. Hyman, nothing crazy. He's going to be out 2 weeks, maybe a sprain or whatever like that. And that's good news. I thought it was good news when you're seeing a guy limp off by himself, putting pressure on it. That's good news, because you see all the time guys can't put any pressure on their knee, and that usually means something's torn, and you're out for a long time. But just 2 weeks for Hyman, and this is a big piece to the Toronto Maple Leafs, especially when the playoffs come around. I feel like if the playoffs were at the middle part of that 2 weeks that he's going to be out, he would be back. But right now, the Leafs you got to win a game. The Leafs have to get 2 points soon. Make everyone feel a bit better. But really, they're just cruising right now. They want the playoffs to start, and Zach Hyman will be back in time for that, which is great. Which is not great for the Montreal Canadiens. Last night, Carey Price had a little run-in with Alex Chiasson, and he's going to be out for a week and reevaluated. He's got concussion-like symptoms. Carey Price isn't what he used to be, but if Montreal wants to be that 4th seed into the playoffs, Carey Price, you would have to think, would have been a big piece of that. So now they're going to probably look to Jake Allen to step in and do a big job for them. But, you hope to see it, but I don't know. I think Montreal has the team to do it. I think they have a 6-point lead on the Calgary Flames, but Calgary Flames is a whole other story. It's not looking good for them. Next. We have to get into a bit of a spicy meatball with European soccer, baby. Football over there. Some Super League is maybe going to start, bringing all the best teams from Europe into one. I mean, it sounds really intriguing. It sounds really cool. But at the same time, it takes away from all the other leagues. All the other leagues are going to be left with scraps because all your best teams are going to go form one Super League. This is wild, and this is just starting to heat up. I still don't know what to think about it, but I did read today that Man City and Chelsea have decided to not do it. They're pulling themselves out. I've heard that Liverpool is in, a team that I support. I haven't read that, but someone told me, and I don't know what to think about it. And the first thing the person told me was people are now saying you will walk alone to the team. Woo! With all the history and culture that football has with their teams, their fans, their supporters, all of it, this is a spicy meatball, and I'm very looking forward to seeing where it goes. As a person that likes to watch it, I'm all for some sort of Super League, but when it takes away from what history other leagues have, then I don't know. I can honestly say I don't know. As a gambler, it would be really fun. It would be insane. I mean, that's the kind of value you're looking for. But when it comes to history of the game, I don't know. I can't ramble on about it anymore. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't want it to work. I ultimately don't want it to work. I like the leagues as they are, and then you have Champions League, and Champions League is so fun to watch. And that's the way it should be. But hey, sometimes too, money does talk. Next, man. 2 more things here in the last call to get you out of here with. Hockey Canada announced that Roberto Luongo will be the GM of this year's Worlds. That is awesome. I love Luongo. I love his mind. I love how it works. And let's see what kind of team he can put together. And to assist him, Shane Doan. Just an absolute couple of beauties. Boom, let's get this done. Also makes me feel really old because I used to watch these guys play from the start of their careers, and now they're both moved on. Yeah, makes me feel old. And other sad news, the OHL, 2020-21 season has been officially canceled. Hate to see it. I like watching prospects for a bunch of different reasons, but you want the kids to be able to play. They're putting on a show to possibly get to the NHL sometime, and the OHL is that starting point for them. So the cancellation of the season, it hurts. It hurts a lot, and we just hope that next year will be different, and we can start watching minor hockey again and junior hockey again, and everything will be fine. And lastly, see, I got a new background here. I hope you can read that. It's a cool little thing I wanted to do. Maybe I'll have to make it bigger, but we'll get out of here. Just got a little thing. 3 bets for you on April 20. I'm going to dabble in a little bit of all of these. Patrice Bergeron assist, under 5.5 total goals in the New York Rangers and New York Islanders game, and the Atlanta Braves money line. And of course, Instagram at GroomersTake for a lot more fun. Thanks for tuning in. Happy 420, if that's your thing. Bye, everybody.